So, Merry Christmas. This is for Happy New Year. This is a 6-foot pole. It's an inch taller than me. I'm 5'11". It's 6 foot. I'm getting a little taller all the time right now until I get shorter. And I have a little bit of a leather wrap on the bottom of this pole, which I put on there about, I don't know, 15 or 20 years ago. And so I can hold this pole up very relaxed, medium relaxed, and keep it straight out from my body. And so I can make a turn and make a drill, and I can make a punch forward like this, okay? And I can make pow without using any power in this hand with the stick. So I can have all these techniques really operating on one hand: drill and metal and wong and wood and pow, which is a little bit more difficult because we have to come up and over and back. So this is pow is almost like hitting somebody behind us like this. Okay. But I can do this all without using much power. I'll see if I can do it on the other hand. I have this. Can I hold it straight out? Okay. This is a little bit of power. And can I turn it and go to drill? This is a 6-foot pole. It's pretty heavy wood. And then bong and earth. One way and then the other way. Okay? And then fire, which could be shooting out from the bottom, but also can be catching something and then turning it. So there's a little bit of, interesting, there's a little bit of water, earth, and metal in fire. And I'm going to switch hands now because this is tired. So I can do one on each side and then I'm tired. And so the basic motions are like keeping the Tai Chi, the center of equilibrium between the two techniques of the two hands, in the center of the two hands on the stick, which means that the stick actually extends the power out, right? So if you look at these old videos of these guys doing the pull exercises in the old Shaolin movies, going into the center of a ring and, you know, attacking and then being able to come back out exactly. And this is the same in the Japanese tradition, where they would have like a little tiny ring up in the top of the room and they would shoot for that. You know, if you can catch that little point up there in the middle of the room accurately, this is, you know, this is making the Tai Chi. But if you're going to work with the stick, it's actually pretty useful to just hit the middle of the stick. So I'm like here, and I go like, all right, here's the middle of the stick, and I'm just going to work with the middle of the stick. And I feel no weight now. I'm not carrying anything. So I'm working with the central equilibrium of the stick. Okay? And I can switch it. And I can go over my head with it. And the basic exercise is like switching back and forth. This is again going to be constant bear. So I'm pulling with this leg, and I feel like I'm pulling with this arm, and this is just slinging out. Okay, and then I can take this and I can continue. If I keep separating the root, if I'm on the left, if I'm using the left hand, I'm using the right leg until I take over with the right Now I'm using the left leg. And I exchange. This is the old monkey staff exercise. I'm thinking probably Bob learned this from some Chinese guy. Master Kwan. Because he learned this monkey pole exercise from Master Kwan. I don't know if this is true, but I'm thinking that that's where it came from, because I didn't see this anywhere in any Tai Chi schools. And Master Kwan was a Tai Chi guy, but he was really a monkey boxer. And Bob went and studied with him for his birthday. I don't remember what birthday it was, but he decided he was going to go learn this form. And this is just the basics. Now, I understood that they could actually plant the pole, run up the pole, right? So you put your root in the pole, run up the pole, and then come down. I haven't tried, I have no instruction on that. This is another level. But these are just the basic Tai Chi poses, right? This is brush knee. And actually, I learned this exercise here from a praying mantis Kung Fu guy when I was a teenager. This is basically the same exercise that I learned from Tom, who was Bob's student in Novella. So this is not, this is just a Shaolin Kung Fu. This is old style Kung Fu. And the main thing is just don't hit yourself with the fucking stick. Try to stay away from the stick. And when you make the transfer, the root is on the opposite side. So here I'm pulling with this hip, and when I switch, I'm pulling with the opposite hip. And this is the training method. So this could be changed, if I'm coming down, I can change it, right? And I'm still rooted here. I can kick back, I can kick forward, I can slice down. It's the basic idea.